All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol NIO, NEO Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I do want to state some things. The first thing is, if you find this video informative and helpful, please hit that like button and let me know you watched this video. I want to say welcome to all my first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to my channel, Invest for Tomorrow. Hope you guys learned something new and find this worthwhile. If you do, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click on the bell so you can get notified when I post my videos. Let's jump into this chart. First thing is, this had a very bearish run. It leveled off, and we were trying to see from yesterday, as I stated, will the Bulls or the Bears win this fight and this tug of war, because it was really strong here from both ends. And here we are seeing that the Bears slightly took over, created a dip, and now the Bulls are trying to recover. They did break through resistance at one point yesterday, and from here on out, it started falling, and it started the day here, and the Bears just dominated this chart all day, bringing it to new lows of 1254. So let's go ahead and move the support and resistance to their new levels. So here we are. Zoom in. Right. All right, perfect. So this had a closing price of 13.11 at the end of the day. It slightly almost touched resistance at one point. It was at 13.13, and then our resistance here is 13.14. So it slightly reached it and it got rejected. It almost tried again, and then it got rejected. It leveled off here, and then at the end of the closing period, before the day ended, NEO, right? The Bulls on NEO brought this up slightly to 13.14, but that's all they were able to do and end the day there. So our resistance level is the highest point at the end of the day, and it was the turnaround point and the highest point of this turnaround, because it all started here, and then it leveled off and it grew to newer highs, but it created a point of resistance up here towards the end of the day. So the tug of war is going to have to be significant on the Bulls side, so that they can continue to try to dominate this and break through resistance, because resistance is 13.14. If that gets broken through for the Bulls and they use it as support, they can start to work their way up. But as I stated yesterday, if the stock stays below the 50-day moving average, the Bulls have no control or any sense of creating leverage and gaining the possession of the positions back. So they don't have right now the dominating position. It's the Bears. The Bears have them underneath the 50-day moving average, which is 13.19. I know that's not that far, but the Bears can easily come back on Monday and tear this back down. Now, before going into the support level, I do want to state a support level in between. If you really want to zoom in, if the behaviors of this stock requires it, and the first level of support would be 1284. That is the lowest point before this run, and 1284 can give you some insight on, is this reaching newer lows, or is it just going to touch it and hopefully it can come back? Or if it breaks through 1284, then I'd highly suggest looking at the support level of 1264. And 1264 is the true support. So now, if 1284 got broken through and it's on its way towards 1264, and 1264 gets broken through, the Bears have definitely dominated this one, pulling it away from the 50-day moving average and bringing it to newer lows. So I highly recommend paying close attention to these support levels. 1284 more zoomed in, more focused to narrow things down. But the true support is 1264. 1264 gets broken through. The Bears have gained control on this one. Um, Definitely this broke through the support from yesterday, and I stated it. If support was broken through from way up here, and it had a slight breakthrough, the Bears could be on their way to dominating, and we clearly see that here. They took this one down. The Bulls kind of recovered it, but the Bulls have a lot more to do now next week to recover this one back. Now, by doing this, this also allows the Bears to seem like they had some control over this. So that's another behavior here that I'm noticing. And the Bulls wanted to allow this to happen and restock on stocks here so that the 50-day moving average could come closer to them. But we'll have to see, because before the Bulls can do anything, they'll have to break through resistance, then the 50-day moving average, and get themselves back into bullish territory. So keep that in mind as well. Right now, this recovery is looking substantial, but if there's an exhaustion point here, and it doesn't look like it just yet, because if it ended at something like this, it ended the day like this, you could see that there was exhaustion from the Bulls and it just leveled off. But instead, right here, the Bulls leveled off and they took advantage of that and jumped even to newer highs. So they could take advantage of the fact that they've created a staircase effect and then leveled off here and go up here. So we'll have to see how this plays out. But for now, just keep in mind the resistance level, the support levels, and the 50-day moving average. Keep a close eye on it. And as always, if you guys learned something new, subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button and let me know you watched this video, and share this with your friends and community. Thank you guys for watching, and let's make some money.